Welcome back to the extremely large YouTube channel. I been meaning to actually get a video up again, a lot sooner than this anyway. But I think just after, my last one was the Germany show. So after that, yeah, life's just resumed as normal. Back to work, back to everything. And yeah, life's been good. Training, food, everything's up, and no better way to start the latest video with a Sunday leg day. So currently gonna make an omelette, get some spinach, turkey rashers, bagel, of course a kiwi. So yeah, don't know, no really plans for this video, just gonna take you along, get the leg day in this morning, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So enjoy. And I actually so one of my mates, shout out Adam from Nays, sent me so he owns this business, and sent me these out. Been unreal. I've used it for this week and never thought about really getting them before, or doing it like that. I was speaking to the guy Adam at a seminar we were at, and yeah, he fired them across to me, and some glasses for nighttime as well. And these have been honestly a game changer this week, because I'm quite good. I do breathe out of my nose. It's just during the night it does close up and get sort of bunged up that way, and then I'm like waking up not struggling to breathe, but this has definitely just allowed my nostrils to get a nice supply of oxygen, so it's good. So just a wee shout out, yeah, to the Nays crew. I'll definitely be using these into the future. We have landed down in the gym, so usual Sunday routine on my own. It's fantastic. Gym to myself, get the tunes on, get warmed up, and get stuck into the session. So I think it's quite funny. A lot of people, because I always put up like every Sunday just a post of the room, whatever it is, or one of the exercises I'm doing, and some people that follow me seem to know that this is my usual routine. So no better way of starting the YouTube video with this sort of video, leg day. So hopefully I'll remember to capture as much as I can, because yeah, I come into the gym and just sort of the last thing on my mind is to record, and a lot of the time I have good intentions of doing it, and obviously my main focus is the performance, and yeah, doing a good job with that. So we'll try my best to get as much captured, and hopefully get speaking as well and going over a few cues that I use going into each set. So enjoy. Like sometimes I would go without music. Sometimes, like today, I'm in the mood for music. It really does depend, but lately I've got some banging tunes on the playlist, so it's definitely spurred me on. And yeah, it's quite cool. Over the last couple of weeks after competing, when my shows end, getting the training performance back and that aggression back has been, yeah, it's been fun.
I just divided it into 12 instead of 13, so it's the same one. From 156 to 170. I'll be over 10 minutes. Let's talk about it. What? I don't have any money to go. That's just what you can take to see us out. Do 108. What about with another child? It's like 36. Ish. Wow.
Right, so we're on to the true squat. This is probably one of my favourite exercises for quads at the moment. It's just so smooth. I think the back support, the belt keeps you nice and tight as well. And honestly, the sensation in the quads that I felt from this has just been, yeah, top level. So really liking these. This is my second exercise. Some cues, some tips for this as well is I sort of want to position my feet and where that I'm going to be able to obviously sort of get my knees slightly over my toes in this. Again, it's obviously going to create more tension on the quads, and my stance is pretty narrow, so I'm not, it's about sort of in line with my hips. It's not too wide, it's not really narrow. And again, another thing, which is a very good tip, as I approach the bottom, I want to think about like decelerating, so still trying to like push against the weight and then driving out, and think about pushing your feet forward against the pad, which will really get them quads fired up. So again, that nice controlled tempo on the way down, decelerate into that bottom stretch, and then push your feet up the pad on the way up. Right, so we are going to go into the first set of these. We're actually up to 3 plates, which is the first on these. So yeah, I've been constantly progressing. Again, as I said, I've sort of really got that aggression back, and it's yeah, it's fun. Training is fun. So it's yeah, see what we can do here. Gonna whack tunes on, and yeah, for these wee tips, I'll keep in mind. You know, decelerating towards the bottom into that stretch and not bouncing out. You know, decelerating and then driving obviously my feet into the floor, whilst think about sort of as if your feet are sliding up the pad. So yeah, let's go.
Okay, second set, just backing off the weight slightly. Oh, headphones are absolutely blasting. Probably shite the whole gym down here. But yeah, second set, back off set. So 8 reps in the first one. Let's see what we can do now in this. So quads are feeling sweet. So choose back on, here we go. So, third and final set of these. Feeling the nerves, feeling the good nerves. It's yeah, this last set I'll be up towards aiming for the 20 rep range there. Like, so it's yeah, that comes with a whole different battlefield, which I think it's important to, you know, have like a combination of, you know, that sort of low rep ranges and the higher rep ranges. Yeah, get the both of them in there, because I just know there's that much information sort of flying about, and I think it's important to explore all the kind of areas and sort of, you know, make sure you're hitting all the markers. So yeah, last set, ready for action. Quads are pumped, so let's go. Definitely not going to have to edit this set because it's going to be far too long. Right, on to the squat press next. So still actually catching my breath after that last set. Yeah, really happy with that. So good start to the session. So it's I think every session I'm sort of, even driving down to the gym, small things like getting music on. Another thing which is very important that has helped me even through prep is sort of when you come into the gym, instead of just rushing in to warm up and get into the first exercise, take 5-10 minutes on the treadmill. Just nice pace, get your thoughts together, kind of calm down, think about the session, and then go for it. And as simple as it is, it's honestly, it's helped me so much. So do just one wee just sort of failure set for these, just to get the movement pattern in place. But again, for these, I was really wanting to target the quads. So feet, you want as low as possible. Everybody's going to be different as well, and their body structure and their mobility and stuff, and how low they can go. So mine's pretty good. I can go pretty much where I plant my feet is just heels sort of slightly off the bottom. Again, not too wide, about shoulder width apart here, which again, it's just, I think that's a sweet spot for me. You know, yes, I want my knee pads sort of coming out towards my shoulders, which is obviously going to create that nice big stretch in the quads. And yeah, some adductors will be in there also. So it's yeah, really good. Again, I love this machine. We're running it for this program. So yeah, let's do a wee feeler set. So yeah, see that it's a sweet spot for me as well. There's no lower back arching at the bottom, because I see a lot of people, you know, their mobility might not be the greatest, and they are obviously going as low as possible, but you see the bottom of their lower back round, which you don't really want. So yeah, it's finding that spot for you. But that's my setup there. So again, same principles, you know, I'm going for roughly that 4-second negatives. So I want to, when I approach the bottom, you know, I'm not just letting the weight take me and keep me down in the stretch position. I'm really fighting, contracting the muscle against that weight as I decelerate towards the bottom. And then that gradual acceleration as you come out of it. So yeah, if you keep them in mind, that's what I'm always thinking as I approach the bottom. You know, I'm keeping them knees nice out in line with my shoulders, and yeah, smashing the set. So we'll get some more plates on and go for it. So next exercise, on to some barbell RDLs. So I've had to be quite patient with like all my hamstring work, just from an injury during prep. So they've came a long way, feeling so much better, but you can just, yeah, I think there's some nerve damage in there, not the muscle. So yeah, just being careful, but we're definitely pushing a lot more, you know, to that sort of failure in certain exercises, and yeah, it's feeling good. Just every day my job's so physical, being an engineer, so yeah, all that kind of, I'm just constantly using it in awkward positions, and even where I work, it's quite far away, so sitting in the van, that compression isn't the one, but there's never any excuses. We always find a way to work around it. So yeah, do a wee feeler set of these. Yeah, feeling good. So again with these, stance wise, I go sort of around, sort of in line with my hips. I actually turn my toes not completely in, but just slightly in, rather than, you don't want to be out here, because I think that really just helps. Well, it keeps everything in line, you know, the hamstrings, glutes, just to make sure that, you know, that's where we are getting all the good tension into. So yeah, from there, it's all on the hips. It's just making sure you're driving the hips back. You always hear the analogy, you know, closing the door, trying to close the door behind you. But it's, you know, initiating straight away with the hips back. It's obviously going to bring your upper body over the bar. And then as soon as you literally can, like your glutes are fully stretched, hamstrings are stretched, wherever that might be, you know, just think about driving the floor away from you. So down and back, and bringing them hips forward straight away. And again, you don't want to extend too much, because this isn't a back movement. So again, I'll come up to about here. So we are on to do some adductors. Really good session so far. And one thing I actually wanted to mention is, like with injuries there, you know, my hamstring, like a lot of people would just avoid, you know, certain movements. It obviously depends on the exercise and, you know, what sometimes like you could be making it worse, but a lot of the time, you know, you have to auto-regulate, you have to gauge and realise your limits. And like I've been able to train my hamstrings the whole time, just gradually, you know, incorporating, you know, some of the tempos were extremely slow. Like I do lying hamstring curls for, it's like one set's like overall 10 seconds, like 7 seconds on the way down, roughly. So again, it's just ways of building my injury, hamstrings back up again, and still getting that tension for growth. So yeah, don't avoid, don't be avoiding doing movements altogether when you have an injury. You know, again, get advice, work with a coach, physio, whatever it is, because there's always a way around it to make sure you are still progressing and not just avoiding and letting the muscle fade away. So going to the first workout set of this, the logbook is out and back. So what did we get last week? 15 good solid reps. So let's go. Right, so final exercise, some Bulgarian split squats. I've definitely benefited from these big time with the barbell. It's I think sort of after prep and stuff there with the injury and everything, and weight, strength, gone quite a bit in the lower body. Putting these as well at the end, you know, there's that stability element, you know, keeping the core, everything nice and line. And yeah, that sort of unilateral work has definitely helped build the legs up and the glutes as well for this, because again I'm sort of wanting to target, yes, obviously the quads and everything involved with this, but the key for this is I don't want my knee going over my toe, and I also want to initiate, so start the movement off with the hips, dropping backwards, again just so we can really get a lot of the tension onto the glutes. So watch and see, again, very slow tempo, 4 seconds all the way down, slight pause, driving the heels in through the floor, and again, not fully locking out the knee at the top, so keeping that tension everywhere. So last 2 sets, here we go.
We are back in the gaff. Look who is here to see us. There are we, big man. What's been going on? I'll see as soon as you say those words. Go on or go or no. So can I zoom out? No. Use that. What do you say? What do you have to say? Nothing? He's fine. He's the neighbourhood watch, aren't you? He thinks there's somebody there now. So we are going to do the usual. Make the oats. A lot of oats. This is my biggest meal. But yeah, so we're going to get some oats, banana, protein powder, some fruit, a wee bit of dark chocolate. Not going to ramble on too much because I look forward to this meal after like so much. So get a wee video photo to let you see, and I'm going to enjoy. So we will I'll catch you in the next bit. What is happening, people? So Sunday sort of is a day, train legs first thing in the morning, priority. Then I come home, have my lovely oats there. It's delicious. And now, so I've been trying to get in whenever I can. So now we're kind of through like a hypertrophy module. I've done like a nutrition module before that, so yeah, any time over the weekend, just and that I get a chance to do stuff like this. I obviously do coaching as well, so caught up in any stuff there with some of the lads. And yesterday was their Friday, Saturday's kind of the main sort of check-in days, so they're all done, any tidy ups and whatever. I do today. So all's looking good. All's looking good. Really enjoy. I've got a few new guys that jumped on board as well. So really enjoying that at the moment. It's one of my main goals this year is to help as many people obviously as possible fall in love with the process and make as much change as possible to their lives. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. But I'll maybe do a wee breakdown of where I'm sort of at, because my last video was obviously the show, which was 13 weeks ago. So I'll maybe later on sit down, bore the life out of yous, and just do a wee summary of sort of where we've been. We're through this kind of recovery phase. We're well and underway now with the off season, but yeah, it'd be good to give you a bit of a rundown. So me and the big man are going for our big walk this afternoon. Legs are definitely feeling it after that leg session, and that's why I like doing this walk in the evening time, because I always do this, well, I normally at the weekends do this in the morning time, but I kind of save it for Sunday evening. Gets him out, gets my legs loosened up again, because I can just feel them tingling. So that was an absolutely class session, so pleased with it. Progressions all round. Not right, Shadow? Not right? What do you think? What have you to say to the people watching you right now? But yeah, so we'll get a wee podcast on, chill out, and get home, get dinner, and probably watch a movie or some series or something. There's nothing really actually I'm watching at the moment. I watched actually a really good movie last night, The Rip. If anybody has seen it, definitely recommend. It was pretty cool. So it is the following day. It is a Monday. We are in the van on our way home from work. So back to normal, back to a full-time job, which I do Monday to Friday. Bit of coaching as well on the side. So I do a bit of online coaching as well as about to begin in person. I've done wee bits and pieces before, but we're hopefully getting on the ball with that again, because it's something that I really enjoy doing and want to grow it and see sort of where I can go with it, because I think having that sort of one-to-one with people, you know, learning how, because everybody's so different, learning how they move, you know, being able to then suss out, right, what's going on here, what can I change and do to make them obviously progress. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, that. But a bit of a recap as well, where we had obviously left off in the last YouTube video. So it was the end of my season in Germany. So it's about 13 weeks now since then, and recovery phase went very well. A lot of people do struggle obviously with that phase, in terms of, because we're trying to get, you know, body fat levels up to hormones, everything, just healthy again really. And yeah, it's been very successful. I think, you know, everybody's different. I'm very just, I'll do what I have to do. I don't really think too much about it, in terms of, you know, whatever the food is that week I have to get in, I'll do that, and I never complain or anything like that. It's just what has to be done. There's no really way about it. But you know, the food had been going up every week, so we're up to 4,000 again, most of the foods are obviously the same, just more of it. So it's yeah, sitting digestion is very good. From the last couple of weeks, since, you know, ending the shows, my training performance has just, yeah, skyrocketed, which is fantastic. It's what I was really looking forward to as well, was getting back into the gym, improving my performance with the technique, the feeling as well. You know, I've really got that like aggression back, being able to push myself obviously in sets. So like I've done obviously legs yesterday, really feeling it today in a good way. So I've no complaints. It's cool every wee phase you go through within, you know, bodybuilding. So the off season is well underway, but it's yeah, it's definitely been a challenge. It obviously has been a challenge, but I've just accepted that. You know, I haven't, when it has been tough, which obviously, because people ask, because when I do like post up or whatever, you know, certain things, and like, oh, did you struggle at all? Of course I did, but I'm quite good at just, you know, this is normal to feel like this, and this could go to anybody that's maybe, you know, in a fat loss phase, whatever, and the hunger kicks in, or life happens. You know, it's important to just sort of take a step back and don't jump and make excuses and contemplate and put all these bad thoughts into your brain. You know, just accept it, do the thing that you have to do, and you'll get there. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't know what the next one will be, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. I think the cool thing, like I said, with YouTube is you can just kind of pick up the camera, ramble on, and just record what you're kind of doing day to day. So I'll maybe get a video of me actually in action with my full-time job, doing refrigeration and air conditioning. Maybe a bit of one of the day in the lives you get. That's pretty much it wrapped up. So leg day, wee bits and pieces from yesterday, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. Off season's well underway. To note as well, the physique is just really sort of coming to life, filling out. The condition held really, really well. We've still got quite good condition, and my glute lines have finally gone, thank God. And you can still see a wee bit of the condition there in the glutes, but it's in the photos, yeah, it's definitely going. So we're adding, and yeah, we're definitely adding some tissue around the chest, arms, which have got a bit more volume in. So yeah, all is good. But thanks again for anybody that has actually took the time to watch, and I shall catch you in the next one.